Hello friends, today I am going to tell you about how to add login with Facebook and sign in with Google button in your web application. After watching this video, you are able to add Facebook and Google login in your web application as shown in video. I create this web application for online hotel booking website. Here I create 3 login options. These are login with Facebook, sign in with Google and login with email. In login with email, first customer need to register their email address using sign up form. Okay, so now we talk about first two options, that login with Facebook and sign in with Google. First, download source code of social login options from link given in description. If this link is broken, then tell me in comment. I will create new link. I separate this login PHP code from my web application and create new small application. This application only provide login with Facebook and sign in with Google option. After successful login, this application show user basic profile data like first name, last name, email, account ID, which are provided by Facebook and Google. So you can customize this code and use in any application which you wanted to create with social login buttons. After downloading, extract this source code file on desktop. Then open XAMPP control panel. I use 3.2 version of XAMPP. I write this script code in PHP and execute on localhost using Apache server. I use PHP 5.6 version. Now start Apache server. Copy extracted files social login folder in your server's web root folder. I use XAMPP, so I copy social login folder in my htdocs folder. This application name is social login. Then run social login application using any web browser. Type URL as localhost, then your Apache server port number. I type here 8080 as my Apache server port number. Then type the folder name as social login, then slash and index.php file. Now we create Facebook application. Open link given in description in new tab. Then you see Facebook developer console. Then log in with your Facebook account. After successful login, you see the developer console page of Facebook. Click on application and click on option as add new app. Then enter the application name as my app. Then click on create app ID. Then enter the security check image text in text box and click on submit button. After creating application, click on the dashboard option at the left side of window. Then you see the application ID and application secret. This application ID is unique and it's given by Facebook. Now open the login fb.php file in any text editor. This file you find in social login folder. Then replace the paste application ID here text with your application ID. Then replace application secret with your application secret which is provided by Facebook. And replace the redirect login URL with your localhost URL of login fb.php file. Now save this file and click on setting option in your Facebook developer console page. Click on make application public as yes. Then choose your application category. I select here education as application category. You can give any name to your application. I give here my app as my application name. Then click on setting option. Now add application domain as localhost. We test this application on localhost, so we add here localhost as application domain. If you using any domain name, then add domain name as app domain. Now add your website URL. I add here localhost as my website URL. Then click on save button. Now log out from your Facebook account and close this tab. Now open social login application index.php file. Then click on login with Facebook button and enter your Facebook account detail. Then click on login button. After successful login, this show your application name and get the permission from user. After giving permission to the application, our code redirect to the social login homepage and show the user detail on screen. This give you account ID, first name, last name, email address. This basic detail of user profile. Now click on logout button. Now open Google Developer Console link in new tab and log in with your Google account. After successful login, you see the Google Developer Console homepage. Then click on My Application option and click on Create New Project. Give the project name as your application name. I give here my app as my application name. Then click on Create button. After successful creation, you see the notification. Click on your My App notification. Then click on Go to Project Setting. Now click on the API Manager and Dashboard. Now click on Credentials. You need to add Authentication Credential for your Google application. Click on Create Credential as Authentication Client ID. Then fill the form of your application. Click on Configure Consent screen. Then enter product name as your application name. Home page and product logo is optional part. Then click on Save button. You can add your customized logo of application here. Then click on Web Application and Create. Then give name as your application. Here, authorize redirect URI is your application domain name URL. I give here the localhost as my application URL. If you using any domain name, then add your domain name as application authorize redirect URL. Then click on Create button. Now you see your client ID and client secret. Copy this client ID using copy button. Then open login.php file in any text editor and paste application client ID with your client ID. And don't forget to remove the first and last blank space. Then copy client secret and replace with client secret in file and remove first and last blank space. Then enter redirect URL as you giving in application configure page. Remember that this redirect URL is same as which you given in the application page. You can see your application detail using this edit option. Here you see client ID, client secret and creation date of application. Now log out from your Google account. And close this tab. Then refresh our index.php page and click on Login with Google button. Then login with user account. After successful login, this Google application page redirect to our domain URL. This gives you account ID, first name, last name and email. Then click on Logout button. Now you see how to add social logins button in your web application. Here, if user click on Facebook or Google login button, then it redirects to your application and gives the user permission to share their basic profile data with your application. Google and Facebook provide you the account ID of user. You can use this account ID as customer unique primary key in your database, so you can easily understand this customer is newly registered on website or existing customer. If you like this video, please click on like button and subscribe our How To channel. Thanks for watching.